What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me for the first episode of EDC Dawood. I'm so happy to have actually and finally launched my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the TIMBUK2 NeverCheck Backpack. We're going to be answering the question, is it worth $200 or should you spend your money on a different bag? Find out by the end. Traveling through the city right now. I've got maybe 10 or 15 pounds on my back. Definitely can carry it all, but no waist strap, which makes it not as comfortable as it could be. I think this bag is super pretty. It has this black color overall, this little purple accent in certain areas. Really, really aesthetically pleasing from start to finish, overall, top to bottom. Now, this bag does have a lot of nuances. Now, it's called the NeverCheck Backpack, which is a super interesting name for a bag like this because it's definitely the right size. It comes in at 24 liters. It's got this sweet expandable area expanding up to 30 liters. But ultimately, when you do pack it out and you do take it up to 30 liters, one of the major issues is that it's super heavy, and I don't know if you all saw this, but it has this really weak harness system on the back. There's no frame in the back. These straps here are super thin. They basically have no movement, pretty limited cushion. And then worst, when you're carrying a 30-liter backpack, there's no hip strap. I don't know if you can see this, but there's absolutely no hip strap. Now, because it's called the NeverCheck Backpack, again, I think to myself, this is something I'm going to travel with. This is something that maybe I could use as a one-bag travel alternative. And though it does fit that amount of stuff, it has fantastic pocketing overall. Open this up here and see all the different organization that this bag has built into it. And this is just the front. Again, it's built in this kind of briefcase style, has a lot of nylon webbing across the sides, spot for your laptop, huge compartment when we're looking at the main compartment. And hopefully you see a lot of this in the B-roll. A huge compartment when we look at the main compartment here, has again a ton of pocketing in every single area. But again, when you pack it all the way out, it just becomes super heavy and cumbersome. It becomes really hard to utilize this bag when it is packed out. Now, that being said, a lot of people might think, oh, well, this is pretty. It's not super big. I could maybe use it as an everyday carry. And that's definitely true, but I am 6 feet tall, about 200 pounds. I would say that this is a fairly large bag, even on my frame. But maybe if you had a lot of gear every day, if you were somebody who was maybe a tech person who was carrying not just a laptop, but maybe an extra monitor, one of those monitor stands, or a laptop stand, keyboard, things like that, where you're working from home now or you're going to a coffee shop to work, maybe this would work for you. But again, you would be dealing with that weight on a pretty consistent basis. One of the other nuances of this bag, I'm sure some of you have picked it up already, is that it has one AquaGuard seal zip, which is a truly baffling design decision when you think of a $200 backpack that only has 4 total external zippers. Every single one of them should have some sort of AquaGuard sealing, especially when we're looking at the laptop compartment. It's basically exposed at this point. It's not something I would trust in the rain. It's not something I've taken out in the rain too much. Mostly because, again, I don't trust it. I've only been caught in the rain with this, and more often than not, I just try to get back inside. So that is a real miss by TIMBUK2. I don't know why they would make a decision like that. That just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense for me. Now, I did travel with this bag to Egypt. I took it around for 2 weeks. That's when I really started to notice the heft. Honestly, I could carry a ton of stuff in this bag. Every day I would take it out with us from the morning all the way to the evening. I'd be getting gifts, throwing in and out jackets. We were there in March, it was a little bit cold, throwing out in other people's items, and it did carry it all. But overall, when I got back from the trip, all I wanted to do was honestly return this bag. I did not think it was meeting my needs for travel, for everyday carry, for really anything. And again, that AquaGuard zip thing really did bother me. It also doesn't really have a good quick access pocket. It's got this pocket at the front here, which is fine. I mean, it is okay. It fits a phone, a few other things, but I didn't find it very useful. I'm also left-handed, so when I swing my bag over this way, this was facing the bottom, so anything in the bag was actually falling out. So that was also something that's maybe a little bit more nuanced for you right-handed folks. Maybe it's not going to be an issue, but for anybody who is left-handed, I would be wary of this bag. So what's the verdict on the TIMBUK2 NeverCheck Backpack? Overall, I would say it's not going to be worth the $200 that you spend on it. I don't think it meets any of the criteria for everyday backpack as far as what you might need to put in it. I also really don't think it meets a lot of the criteria for a travel backpack, especially missing that hip strap and not having the AquaGuard seals. It's just not something I would comfortably recommend to a friend or to you all in my community. Let me know what you all think about this bag. Comment below, let us know overall what you think you might use this bag for if you did purchase it, or if you're thinking about purchasing it. What are you comparing it to? Thanks for joining another episode of EDC Dawood. I will catch you all on the next one. Thank you.